What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody out there.
Hey,
We are here again for another afternoon show. We're going to break down a little NBA. But I got my main man, Joe, here with me. What is up, man?
man, nothing much. A slightly good positive 1.8 unit day yesterday. Uh, Feeling good, man. A little pissed off that the Clippers shit the bed the way. Oh, excuse me. The Clippers dropped the ball the way that they did, but
Man.
just that was my worst loss. So, but still ended up positive. So let's just keep going.
Yeah, as far as the first round, man, I feel like the Clippers, I think that's the only one we really got wrong. I feel like we had a pretty good read on actually everything else. Clippers, man, I mean, I just gonna sound. I mean, I still think that they were the better team. They just couldn't put it together at the right time. That game seven was bad, man. That was bad. And they honestly this weekend both of the game sevens, like when I hear game seven, like I like love to hear that. And man, did they disappoint?
Yeah, that Rockets game got a lot better, right? But
Yeah,
it started off like, what are y'all doing?
yeah,
But after halftime, a different Rockets team came out, and it was like, yeah, it still don't matter. Like it's too late. So, oh well.
yeah. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into it here. Um, let's go ahead and first start talking about the Knicks and the Celtics. Um, as far as the series, because on the first round we actually did a whole show as far as the series and kind of broke them all down, and we haven't had the chance to actually do that here. As far as the series, is there anything that you like? I mean, as far as the prices on the series, or in a certain number of games, or anything like that?
No, honestly, because here's why: the Knicks beating the Pistons, I owe them a lot more respect than I've been giving them. They are a lot healthier than I thought they would be. And Thibodeau, I can't stand the dude, but he made the right adjustments at the right time.
Yeah,
So kudos to the Knicks. When I was looking at this Celtics series, what they did in the regular season, I noticed that the Knicks did take them to overtime. They got exponentially better every time they played them. All of the Knicks starters weren't there during the regular season. And couple that with the last time they played, they took the Celtics to overtime and lost in a heartbreaker. So every time the Knicks played the Celtics, they got a lot better. Giving a team 9.5 points for game one just seems kind of crazy to me. But I'm not touching the spread at all because I could see a world in which the Celtics just rain threes all on the Knicks because the Knicks are tired. But then again, I could see the Knicks doing a backdoor cover for to cover the 9.5. So no, I'm not touching that. I do
yeah, man.
love the total though.
Yeah, as far as the series, this is one like I'm on the same page here. I have nothing as far as like the series bets go. Um, I could, if the Knicks actually take a game or two, I won't be shocked. If the Knicks get swept, I also won't be shocked.
Exactly.
Um, so, um, yeah, I don't really see any, unless you're taking some flyers on some big plus money plays, like some big, like some flyer on the Knicks to do something, or actually win a certain number of games at a big plus price. That would be the only thing I would do here. Because I'm sure the Celtics to sweep is probably not even a very good price, to be honest.
Right. I'm looking at series prices. The Celtics to win is minus 750, which is insane.
Yeah, so the sweep
No.
is not going to be a big enough price that you where we would need it at. Um, but anyway, yeah. As far as this game, I had planned to not bet this game. Uh, this was a game I just wanted to sit back, watch, kind of just see how the teams played, all that kind of stuff. And last night, it was around 11 o'clock. and I just started like to look at a few games here, and I saw that this total was at 212. And then I dug in and ran my numbers and did everything. I'm so far off. Uh, I immediately sent it out to clients right then, because I try not to send out plays actually like too late because I want people to still be awake and actually get the actual plays.
Right.
So like that's my like cutoff time right there. So I like hurried up and like sent that out, man, because like I said, I had no plans on actually making a play here, but I think this total should be more like like 21. Um, that's where I like have it here. Um, the total has started to move up now. It does look like it's 213 in most places. 213 and a half at actually some actually others. Um, let me take a look. Just make sure that's the most current.
I have this number much closer to 227. So
Oh wow, you're
I
way
am
me.
way off.
I say you're way above me. Looking at okay, you have a couple places showing actually 214 now, so it is starting to make its way up there. Yeah, guys, for me, if you can't tell, this is obviously a big play. Um, it just is. Jabo, what is up, man? For me, I mean, if as far as I feel like this is a lot based off of the first round, because the Celtics were the slowest paced team in the first round, but you got to look at who they were playing.
I was just going to tell you that. Like Orlando does not push the pace. They try to beat you with defense and half court offense.
Right.
So
the Knicks do actually play at a higher pace than actually that.
yep.
An actual much higher pace than actually that. But I still wouldn't call it like necessarily really fast. But the Knicks defense, man, it just does not scare me one single bit. The Celtics should like be able to actually hit threes against them, which is what they want to do. So yeah, man, I don't really care who actually scores the points here. I just need 213, and I'm good. So
it sounds like we found a play of the day because I slammed the Celtics team total over 111 and a half. I was like, it was a good play. It was like one of those, yeah, there's no way they're not hitting 112. Like, just hear the totals out, right? 132, 131, 118, 119, and at 119 was an overtime game in which they scored 12 in. So you can make a case that they had 111 for the last game if you want to take the overtime out, but the Knicks, they're going to play at a much faster pace. The Celtics are at home. The role players play better at home.
Yep.
I just don't see the Knicks waking up and saying, hey, I want to play defense when they let the Pistons, who arguably have one of the lowest rated offenses, score a lot of points on them. So, yeah, no, give me the Celtics all day, every day. That's my personal play, but I'm with you if you want to make that play of the day, 213. So, because I love that play. So.
Yeah, definitely liking that. Guys, as far as the basketball games, we're actually definitely going to go over those because there's only two. But as far as baseball, we have no certain games that we're going to go over. So if there's any baseball games you want us to hit really quick, drop them in the chat. My guy, J-Bo, is always wanting some actually random type of baseball game, man. So drop it in the chat, man. Drop it in the chat. Yeah, man, let's just keep it moving here. We have another game one, Denver at OKC. Thunder, this line is moving up now. Got the Thunder laying 10.5 points. Total is moving up also. Total up to 227. Let's kind of do the same thing here, man. As far as the series goes, there's another one where I don't like have anything, but as far as the series price or, do you like anything there?
Listen, hear me out, manage your units, right? But plus 440 for defending champs, that just sounds doable. I know they're gonna lose today. They're gonna get steamrolled today, right? But plus 440 is a lot of fucking plus money. So, like, I don't know. There's no way I'm laying minus 640. Not doing that at all. Just to be honest with you, man, I think the best play in this series would be over 5.5 games for plus 115. Because I do see Denver taking 2 games. I don't see them getting swept or gentlemen swept. So when you look at the regular season, you pretty much have to throw it out because neither team, for both teams, neither team had 100% of their starters. So throw out regular season. I'll save you guys a ton of time and looking at stats. Just throw it out. To me, the X factor in this game, I could see the Nuggets stealing both games in Denver, right? Or not stealing, but taking both games in Denver. They've played incredibly well at home over this last little stretch or whatever. Yeah, but I think if I were to make a play on this one, it would definitely by far be over 5.5 games. I don't see Denver getting swept.
That was interesting. It's an interesting price. Also, I didn't think you'd be getting that actually good of a price at over 5.5 games. That is interesting. If you like Denver, though, here's a key that I'm going to say though. If you like Denver for anything in this series, wait till after game 1 because you're gonna get a better price. Because tonight, I think the Thunder smoke them. That is actually my play here. I'm on the Thunder. I got them at minus 9.5. It's the numbers moving up now. I mean, as far as spots go, you can't get any worse. I mean, Denver coming off of a game 7 and then get one actually rest day, then having to go to OKC.
And rest days.
Who's had 9 rest days, and I understand they like could have some rust, sure, yeah, they could. So in the first quarter, yeah,
right,
you may see some there, but as this game goes on, I just see the Thunder just pulling away, man. So anyway, that leads back to what I'm saying though. So yes, if you like Denver for anything in the series, as long as they lose tonight, you're going to get a much better price on actually everything. So actually, that actually goes as far as those actual games also. If actually Denver loses tonight, that actually price on the over 5.5 games should actually go up some.
It should.
So yeah, that's just everything. But I maybe it's too simple what I'm saying, but this is tough. I mean, the way Denver just had to play for that series, this is just, to turn around that fast is just extremely tough. So yeah, I just tonight I like the Thunder. I like the Thunder team total over. I also kind of like the Nuggets team total under. I know some people are going to look at some of these past games and say, "Oh, well, Denver scored 140 something points on them." Blah blah blah. But like Joe said, these have not been the regular starters in actually any of those games. So that's just not what you're going to see. So as far as the game over, you can't just blindly bet the over just based off of that too, because this is not going to be that type of game. Now saying that, I do think the game does have a good chance of getting over tonight. But I think the Thunder do the bulk of actually that scoring though. But yeah, man, Joe, do you have anything here tonight?
I can buy everything you just said, but I think after today, Mark Dunholt is gonna get the respect he deserves as a coach. He's got those young boys fired up, believing in themselves. Also, caveat, they had a 7-day rest before they played Memphis, right? So to speak to that rust factor, they dropped 131 points on Memphis that first game. There was 0 rust on OKC.
Matter of fact, that first half, they came out hot even in the first half and scored 70 points on them or something like that.
Yes, it was insane. They said at press game, they were like, we were itching, we were waiting to play. So the fact that Memphis was in that whole little playoff thing or play-in thing, and they dropped 131 the very first game, and it was just like, God damn. So think about it. They've had 9 days to rest. they're well rested, I honestly see them dropping at least 125. Like that's not against they can do it. They've hung up 122 all year on damn near any and everybody. So yeah, I like that team total over. The full game, I don't know if I can get there just because I don't know what Denver's gonna do. Earlier this year, I always said the Denver Nuggets have an A team and a B team, and you don't know which team is gonna show up. And that this to me seems like a B team spot, and I wouldn't be mad at them because it's like, damn, you did just play 7 games, you're tired as hell. All of the starters played north of 35 minutes. That's insane. Jamal Murray played 42 minutes. Jokic played 32. So all of them played over 30 minutes, I meant. Even Michael Porter Jr. injured, but played 30. So, and Russ still got 27. So they had a short 5-man rotation, right? And then traveling to OKC, which is where I think Russ will be loved. It's kind of going to seem like a Luka-esque type spot when he went back to Dallas and everybody loved him. The same thing is going to happen today with Russ. He's going to go back to OKC. The people love him. But I just think that OKC rolls today. I can get there with the spread with that 11 points. I can get there, but I just don't know about the total. I don't know if Denver's going to put up enough. So I'm fully convinced in OKC's scoring abilities. I don't know.
Yep. I'm in the same boat here. I'll send something out here. I'm gonna Jabo came in actually late here. Do you want to go over those actual plays we had there?
Mm-hmm. We were on the total. I think that's the play of the day, over 213 and a half. JD has it at 221. I have it at 227. So both of us are well over that 213 total. And then I'm on the Celtics team total hard personally. Celtics team totals at 111 and a half right now. You should be able to get that any and everywhere. But I love the 1.5. I mean, I love the Celtics team total and I love the full game just as much. So there you go.
Like it. All right. Switch gears just a little bit here. Jabo was asking about the Dodgers and the Marlins. And guys, yes, if there are any MLB plays that you would like us to go over, go ahead and drop them in the chat now. And actually, we will go over them. Jabo, Dodgers and Marlins. Man, to me, I isolated the actual Dodgers bats here.
Yeah, I'll just go for the same total.
And I played the Dodgers team total over 5.5. I personally bet that at plus 102. I think you have to lay a little bit of juice now. Man, the Marlins and Sandy. I don't know what's going on with him, man. He's just not pitching well. What makes this worse is he faced the Dodgers his very last game, and now has to face them right back to back, which is tough. His last outing, he didn't even pitch 3 innings. He gave up 7 hits, gave up 7 earned runs, and walked 5. While tonight, I don't think is going to be that bad. I still think the Dodgers are going to be able to put up runs. And actually, in that series versus the Marlins last week, I mean, the Dodgers were scoring over 10 runs per actual game.
7, 15, and 12. That's why I was like, Dodgers team total easy.
I didn't play it big because they're coming off the Sunday night baseball game, and teams coming off Sunday night baseball, I don't just blindly fade them or anything like that, but I do I actually do look at that some. And as far as the lineup earlier, I wasn't sure, this could be one of those spots where they kind of sit, like a few guys. So that's why I didn't play it big. Let me see. That game starts at 6:40 or so I should have a lineup. Tani Betts, Freeman, Teoscar. Okay, yeah, you're fine. They still have basically everybody in there. And actually at least all the big names. So yeah, you're like still like good to go there. Yeah, that's the only way I would look. As far as Dodgers run line, that's like pretty juicy now. Um, I honestly would not play it at actually this price. This would be one where I would just stick to the Dodgers offense and just look for some runs. Joe, do you have anything here?
Um, to not just steal everything you just said, I'm looking at Otani to hit a home run today. He's only had 2 in the last 7 days. It's plus 235, and Sandy's been touched more than a guy at a gentleman's club. So,
And
uh,
actually, last night he just missed one. I mean,
exactly.
just missed one.
Dude, give me Otani at plus 235 on Bovada. You probably get it higher anywhere else. So
I say those like odds seem like really low, but
that's
he,
all store.
but there is a reason they are though. So you know, we'll say that. All right, guys. Well, if anybody else has any other questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. But we're going to go ahead and get into the things that we do to end the show here. The first one is going to be our play of the day. And I think we figured out that. You want to roll with that over there?
Yeah, over 213. That's too easy.
So let me. Yeah, it's still 213 flat. I had a few different books, so we can still roll with that one. But it is starting to go up. So this is one that I would go ahead and lock in. I mean, like the game starts at what 7, I think. So um, definitely need to lock it in. Anyway, over 213. So yeah, play of the day is the Knicks Celtics over 213. And now, going to do what everybody's favorite time is. Our parlay of the day. Now on Friday, we did not have an afternoon show because we had Joe on the noon show, and it was such a small slate with just the one basketball game and everything. We decided, just to go ahead and kind of combine both shows. So what we did for the parlay of the day was we each had an actual best bet, and then I just parlayed those for our parlay of the day. So the best bet swept. So that also meant that the parlay of the day hit. And what was that? Plus 610.
It was something insane. I put down 20 and won like 140, I think 130 or something like that. So
yeah, so that was like plus 600. Yes. So,
yeah, it was. We had Rockets plus five. We had the total over 203, and that was in the 220s. And then we had the Rockets won outright, and then we had what was yours?
I want to say
Dodgers.
I had a baseball play thrown in there.
Let me see.
I kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
it cashed.
Yeah, it like cashed though.
So,
but anyway, so yeah, we are technically coming off of a win. I think last week
it was Detroit minus 1.5. They dropped 9 in the 8 in the last inning.
That's right. Oh yeah, I remember now because everybody was tweeting us and all types of shit. So yeah, that was a fun one. Man, what are you thinking?
Dude, I love the Celtics team total. But that's kind of already our play of the day. So
What's up to you, man?
What are you thinking?
I think I'm gonna go baseball, just so I'm not putting everything right here on these two. Yeah.
Dude, can we get Drew Holiday over 8.5 points?
Let me see. Over actually 8.5 is minus 154.
Shit.
And then over 9.5 is at minus 110.
Okay. Let's do 9.5.
Okay.
So here's my rationale. Against the Knicks, he's cleared this line in 13 of the last 14 times they played. I know that he's coming back from injury, but guess what? He doesn't have to. The Knicks are good enough to beat the Celtics are good enough to beat the Knicks without him even trying, right? One of the things that he does do is a very good spot up 3-point shooter. The way the Knicks play defense, Brunson's gonna be on Drew damn near all game, right? And Drew is much bigger. So what that means is those rebounds and putbacks, Drew is gonna excel at that. That is, like, I've watched a ton of these games personally. So like the air balls or whatever is gonna come up when the Celtics shoot a lot of threes. Drew does rebound and put back at an insanely high clip. So a lot of his shots aren't gonna. I feel like they're gonna be 3-pointers, which he's really good at hitting, or they're gonna be putbacks. Either way, he's cleared this line. His 3-point attempts his 3-point attempts are at 3.5, and it's juiced to 137. So he's going to shoot threes, and he usually knocks them down. So just against the Knicks, he's hit 2 or more 3-pointers in 10 out of the last 15 times he's played. So injured or not, he doesn't have to run. If his injury is a hamstring, he can stand in the corner and shoot. So I like that a lot.
This says play of the day, but that's
parlay.
I'm gonna make that stand for parlay of the day. But yeah, we're gonna go Drew over 9.5 points, and then we just talked about it. And I really like it. So I like it more now because I'm just actually because I know like everybody's actually in.
Yeah.
And FanDuel was still dropping that at actually plus 100. So that was able to like juice those odds up a little bit there. So yeah, Holiday over 9.5 points. Dodgers to score at least 6 runs will get you a plus 285. And then our play of the day is the Knicks Celtics over 213. Man, is there anything else?
Not for me.
Good.
Jump in the Discord, So that's all I can tell you.
For sure. Definitely jump in the Discord. I'm actually going to be giving out a couple free plays there soon that are not going to be the ones that I actually just dropped here. So that is free. So everybody make sure to get in there. Then if you want all of our plays tonight, we actually have a lot of plays going. We can actually definitely got some plays going. So if you're on YouTube, there is a 50% off link right below us here. So definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, guys, we will be back tomorrow. We'll have a noon show and a 5 o'clock show. So we will see y'all then. Joe, take us out.
My boy DJ Khaled said, you either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. Later.